Welcome to our Government Year in Review 2023. This year flew by so quickly for all of us, but in the last 12 months, a lot has been done. And this series takes a look at each ministry, briefly dissecting their accomplishments and self-evaluating our performance as a government as we continue to work towards our required goals and your expectations. So stay with us as we take you through this series. The Ministry of Planning and Development plays a crucial role in overseeing the achievement of goals outlined in Vision 2030. In collaboration with a number of government agencies, they have made significant strides in 2023. So let's join the Minister as she tells us more.
The Ministry of Planning and Development plays a crucial role in overseeing various aspects of national development in Trinidad and Tobago. This includes monitoring and evaluating policies related to social, economic, and environmental development, providing essential services in spatial planning and national statistical data, managing the public sector investment program, and working towards the goals outlined in the National Development Strategy, Vision 2030, and the Global Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. In 2023, these efforts persisted through collaboration with other government entities in Trinidad and Tobago. PSIP. One of the highlights of the year is the management and monitoring of the 2024 Public Sector Investment Program, or PSIP, which stands at $6.2 billion. This is a key development instrument and strategic management tool for programs and projects aimed at achieving the national outcomes identified in the National Development Strategy, Vision 2030. Town and Country Planning Division. In 2023, the Town and Country Planning Division extended the Develop TT e-service to Tobago, speeding up the planning approvals process by eliminating paper applications and moving planning permission applications online. The National Population and Housing Census. The Central Statistical Office has preparations well advanced for the Population and Housing Census to be conducted before mid-2024. This census will be a comprehensive source of data providing insights into our progress so far to meeting the Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. CSO staff are also receiving skills development training in preparation for the evolution of the Statistical Office into the National Statistical Institute of Trinidad and Tobago. Manpower Planning. In 2023, we executed the development of a national manpower plan to provide an assessment of the existing manpower system and make recommendations to address challenges and prepare our manpower for the job requirements of the future. This plan seeks to address the gaps between labor demand and supply, while supporting growth in and diversification towards targeted sectors. The environment. In 2023, Trinidad and Tobago made significant strides in its environmental agenda through policy actions and partnerships. Key initiatives included EU-funded projects for a large-scale solar farm at Piarco International Airport and the installation of 12 solar photovoltaic packages on buildings nationwide. The government also took measures to address medical waste by acquiring and commissioning an autoclave unit at San Fernando General Hospital. Additionally, efforts continue to phase out ozone-depleting substances under the Montreal Protocol. Working on electronic waste disposal was carried out through the Basel Convention Regional Center for the Caribbean, and the iCare program continued to grow awareness and the practice of recycling under the Environmental Management Authority. COP28. As you may be aware, Trinidad and Tobago is a state party to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, and the ministry spearheaded our nation's participation at the recently concluded Conference of the Parties, COP28, in the United Arab Emirates, which produced several positive outcomes inclusive of the creation of the Loss and Damage Fund to support vulnerable communities and nations, increased recognition of the impact of climate change on food supply and public health, and pledges to increase renewable energy capacity by the majority of participating countries. In 2024, the Ministry of Planning and Development will continue to focus on efficient and cost-effective delivery of the Public Sector Investment Program and the attentive management of the areas under the ministry's purview. We are in the business of service, and the Minister of Planning and Development promises the ministry will do its best to deliver with dedication and efficiency to you, its stakeholders, into 2024 and beyond.
In its third year, the Ministry of Digital Transformation continues to gain momentum in rolling out the digitalization strategy. Minister Hassel Bacchus guides his dynamic team, and together with civil society and the private sector, they're reshaping lives and the way we do business in Trinidad and Tobago. So let's take a look at the progress made in our digital transformation.
Built by Trinidad and Tobago for Trinidad and Tobago and the world is the North Star by which the Honourable Minister Hassel Bacchus guides the vibrant team at the Ministry of Digital Transformation. Now, in its third year, the ministry is fully partnered with citizens as the country's digital transformation roadmap continues to gain critical momentum in evolving the lives of nationals at home and abroad. Every citizen, resident and business in Trinidad and Tobago must have access and the ability to effectively use technology to enrich citizens' lives. No one must be left behind. The MDT is developing and delivering on the needs for effective, secure and resilient cybersecurity and disaster recovery solutions that are built and maintained by our local software developer community. Digital transformation must be pursued in an environment of equal partnership between government, the private sector, and civil society. The National Digital Transformation Strategy defines goals, initiatives, and strategies across three pillars: digital society, digital economy, and digital government. Developed collaboratively with civil society, private sector, and government, the strategy places close emphasis on the blind and differently abled. The MDT recognizes data as a strategic asset with exponential growth and working towards emphasizing the progression from digitizing data to enabling a digital environment. The MDT actively works on data protection and open data initiatives, focusing on three major areas: concluding the Data Protection Act by 2024, operationalizing the Office of Information Commissioner, and building a robust cybersecurity environment. The TT Wi-Fi program provides broadband internet to members of the public at various public spaces, including libraries, transport hubs, health institutions, schools, and government offices at no cost to the user. Over 240 sites have already been established, and the ministry is currently deploying the required infrastructure to create 79 additional hotspots at tourist locations, beach facilities, regional corporations, schools, and other citizen-centric locations. ICT Access Centers provide underserved communities with basic ICT training, access to digital technology including printing facilities, with ongoing support from knowledgeable, helpful staff from the communities themselves. With 10 centers already in operation, the ministry will grow these numbers in the coming year. The centers serve as hubs for citizens to access initiatives such as regional and international ICT workshops and digital empowerment courses from globally recognized training providers. The centers have been upgraded to include accessibility tools to facilitate the participation of visually impaired citizens. The Access TT WhatsApp channels serves as a digital notice board for communities to promote community-related and ministry events. We Learn TT, the Ministry Digital Skills Development Program, brings to citizens a multiplicity of ways to access digital skills training opportunities. In August, it hosted its first ICT vacation camp in 8 ICT access centers for children, adolescents, and seniors. Digital literacy programs with YTEP are underway for 1,500 citizens, and the digital skills team has also forged significant partnerships with Coursera, Cisco, and the Linux Foundation. Service offerings will continue to grow in the coming year. The digital economy pillar focuses on developing the ICT sector to create jobs, grow the national economy, and reduce dependence on oil and natural gas as the source of income. Digital technology is used to strengthen the private sector and make our companies more competitive, especially our small emerging businesses and young innovative entrepreneurs. The Developers Hub, D-Hub, launched in June 2023, is one such initiative that seeks to realize this mandate and has exceeded our expectations by surpassing the target of 400 members, now over 600, launching the first D-Hub Challenge in September, selecting winners to develop technology solutions for the GORTT. In the coming year, the ministry will be launching innovation spaces, more developers challenges, increase registration for teen developers, and launch more training opportunities. Digital government is about using ICT to improve the delivery of public services to citizens and to increase the efficiency and effectiveness of ministries, departments, and agencies while creating the necessary legal, regulatory, and financial environment in which digital transformation can take place. The ministry has concluded a successful proof of connectivity test of its interoperability platform that will connect our government offices and shorten the time for service delivery to individual citizens across many services. This will accelerate in 2024. 2023 has solidified the MDT's MOCO Jumbie strides, forging ahead on TNT's transformative journey as a digitally ready nation. Winning the IDB's Praise Award for Innovation solidifies the ministry's drive for implementation that focuses on the provision of a new way to deliver goods and services to citizens using appropriate digital technology. The digital revolution is fundamentally reshaping the way the world lives and conducts business, and Trinidad and Tobago is competently situated at the forefront through the Ministry of Digital Transformation.
This ministry continues to enhance, strengthen, and protect our food security. They understand the challenges faced by the agriculture sector and through a number of initiatives and legislative changes, continues to collaborate with stakeholders to create a sustainable, thriving agriculture sector. Even with the challenges, there are so many achievements that the Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries is proud of.
As we approach the end of 2023, I want to confidently assure the nation that the Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries is fully committed to strengthening and enhancing and protecting our nation's food security systems. Over the past 12 months, we have made significant progress towards achieving these goals by strengthening existing partnerships, establishing new ones, learning from our foreign partners and international institutions to build local capacity. This year, we have taken bold and decisive steps to update old laws, provide millions in grants and incentives, distribute land leases, and provided training in various agricultural practices to thousands of new and potential farmers. Our efforts are aimed at better equipping our stakeholders to face future challenges with confidence. In 2023, Trinidad and Tobago made significant efforts to revitalize three important sectors: rice, coconut, and cocoa. Through bilateral agreements and support from neighboring countries, these sectors were given a new lease of life. Farmers were provided with disease-resistant rice seeds, and coconut seedlings were donated to improve the industry. To date, local rice farmers have planted 1,000 acres of rice, which represents an almost 900% increase from 2022. We also focus on improving the value chain of the cocoa sector, while the Cocoa Development Company of Trinidad and Tobago Limited provided extensive support to cocoa farmers. Our ministry is committed to supporting the agricultural sector. We have various programs, including Agricultural Incentive Program, Fisheries Incentive Program and Forestry Incentive Program that have provided crucial financial assistance to the farmers. This year, we distributed almost 20 million through these programs. Our disaster assistance program has also been instrumental in helping farmers recover from natural disasters, compensating them with a total payment of 8 million. Additionally, the Agricultural Finance Support Program has provided financial assistance of 5 million to 51 farmers. Our mission is to assist individuals who can contribute to the country's food security. The Land Management Division executed a total of 269 leases and 105 state grants with the assistance of organizations such as the Estate Management and Business Development Company Limited and Caroni 1975 Limited to improve land management operations. The ministry has focused on digitization. The electronic document management system has been transformed into a web-based dashboard which provides better access to scanned data and geographical information systems. These technological advancements enhance transparency, accessibility, and good governance in state land management. As a government, we understand the importance of updating laws and regulations to provide better support for our industries. The fisheries legislation, which is currently over 100 years old, is the oldest in the world and needs to be modernized to equip the fishing industry for the future. To address this issue, the ministry conducted sensitization and education campaigns across the country and held 6 national consultations in November to discuss the proposed changes with the fishermen. In April 2023, Cabinet approval was granted for a draft policy to facilitate the importation of honey from CARICOM member states. The ministry hosted 2 national honey consultations. The ministry plays a crucial role in providing agricultural knowledge, technologies, and information to farmers. Our Extension, Training and Information Services Division has trained over 5,000 farmers, and all our courses are free of charge. In 2023, we transformed our teaching methods by introducing a new platform that allows our participants to engage in virtual learning at their convenience. This year, we employed significant measures to combat predial larceny. The predial larceny squad hired 105 new positions, including inspectors, sergeants, corporals, and constables, to safeguard farmers and their agricultural assets. The predial larceny squad conducted approximately 700 patrols and visited over 9,000 farms throughout the year. Our engineering unit spearheaded several impactful projects aimed at improving land and water management. Their notable achievements include the successful construction of agricultural bridges, with a combined cost of 2.1 million, have transformed transportation and connectivity in rural areas. Additionally, 12 agricultural road and infrastructure projects were successfully completed, representing an investment of 6.2 million. The ministry took decisive action to address emerging threats and protect our quality of life. One of the nationwide initiatives focused on tackling the invasive giant African snail. The ministry distributed 8,000 bait packets to affected communities and launched a national education and sensitization program to combat the snail infestation. Moreover, The ministry organized a successful free vaccination drive against rabies, reaching farmers and animal owners across the country. Over the 6-month period, over 10,000 animals were vaccinated across 800 farms. Furthermore, the ministry secured a biological control solution for the Moruga locust. Extensive testing at the Centeno Experimental Station confirmed its 100% efficacy in laboratory settings. Field trials are scheduled in 2024. I understand the challenges faced by the agricultural sector. Together with our stakeholders, we strive to overcome challenges and foster a prosperous agricultural future for our nation. We believe that by working together, we can create a sustainable and thriving agricultural sector that will benefit our country for generations to come.
And that wraps up the final episode of the Government Year in Review 2023. It's been our pleasure sharing with you our achievements over the last 12 months. So on behalf of the Government of Trinidad and Tobago, we wish you a very productive, safe, and happy New Year.